The Fall Guy, from 80s TV show to Hollywood blockbuster. The 80s. A decade where country music thrived and a new breed of hero emerged from the good old boy class. This era brought us unforgettable shows like The Dukes of Hazzard and BJ and the Bear, alongside classic films like Any Which Way But Loose and Smokey and the Bandit. It was a time when action-packed entertainment was all about fun, where no one got seriously hurt, and the bad guys couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Enter The Fall Guy, a show that perfectly encapsulated this spirit of light-hearted adventure. At the heart of The Fall Guy was Lee Majors, a star who had already captured the hearts of many with his role in The $6 Million Man struggling to find a worthy follow-up. He found his calling as Colt Seavers, a charming stuntman who moonlights as a bounty hunter. This show was more than just a gig for Majors, it was a passion project where he even lent his voice to the catchy theme song. The series quickly became a sensation, propelling Majors back into the spotlight while his stunning co-star, Heather Thomas, became one of the biggest pin-ups of the decade. With a recent big-screen adaptation featuring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, it's the perfect time to revisit the original series that started it all. So how did The Fall Guy come to life? The story is as wild as the stunts in the show itself. Glenn Larson, a titan of 80s television, was hanging out with his friend David Somerville, a member of the music group The Diamonds. Somerville had penned a catchy theme song titled The Ballad of the Unknown Stuntman, which caught Larson's ear. Intrigued, Larson asked Somerville to perform the entire song, and just like that, an idea for a TV series was born. With no script in hand, Larson pitched the concept to ABC by singing the song alongside Somerville. To everyone's surprise, that was enough to get the green light. The Fall Guy promised viewers thrilling stunts and a behind-the-scenes look at the world of Hollywood action films. To keep the action flowing without breaking the bank, Colt Seavers also worked as a bounty hunter, a twist that the film adaptation chose to omit. The premise of The Fall Guy may not have been deep, but it was undeniably entertaining, thanks in large part to Lee Majors' charismatic portrayal of Colt Seavers. Majors, who had a history with Larson from their time on The $6 Million Man, brought a likable charm to the role. He performed many of his own stunts, directed episodes, and even produced the series. The chemistry between Majors and his co-stars, especially Douglas Barr as Howie Munson, Colt's lovable sidekick, added to the show's appeal. Barr's charm and good looks made him the perfect foil for Majors, and their dynamic was a joy to watch. Heather Thomas, who played Jody, was another standout. As a stunning stuntwoman and Colt's right-hand woman, she became a poster girl for many teenage boys in the 80s. Despite her success, Thomas faced her share of challenges in Hollywood, including a terrifying stalking incident. Nevertheless, she returned to acting and even became a writer, penning a book titled Trophies. Joanne Flug kicked off the series as Big Jack, Colt's bondwoman boss, while Markie Post later took over the role as Terry Shannon. Post was a familiar face on TV throughout the 80s, with her most notable role being Christine from Night Court. Tragically, she passed away in 2021 after a long battle with cancer, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. And let's not forget about Colt's iconic GMC Pick-Up truck. This vehicle became a beloved symbol of the show, racing alongside other famous 80s cars like KITT and the General Lee. The truck, a modified GMC K2500, performed countless stunts, and GMC even had to make adjustments to reduce the number of trucks destroyed during filming. The Fall Guy became a massive hit for ABC, blending comedy, action, and a star-studded guest list. The pilot alone featured the legendary Lou Rawls, and the show continued to attract big names like James Coburn, Farrah Fawcett, and many more. The guest stars were a who's who of the entertainment industry, with appearances from country music legends and Hollywood icons alike. One of the standout episodes aired on Halloween in 1984, featuring Colt, Howie, and Jody in a haunted mansion alongside Elvira and John Carradine. This episode was so popular that it spawned a sequel the following year, showcasing the show's knack for blending humor with thrills. Merchandise for The Fall Guy was a hit too, with everything from toy cars to lunchboxes flying off the shelves. The show even found success overseas, with Fall Guy annuals produced in the UK, similar to what was done for Doctor Who. Now, with the recent release of the big-budget remake starring Ryan Gosling, fans are eager to see how the new film pays homage to the original. In this version, Colt Seavers is no longer a bounty hunter but simply a stuntman, with Emily Blunt playing his ex-girlfriend and film director. While Howie is absent, Lee Majors is rumored to have a role, adding a nostalgic touch to the film. The trailers promise a fun ride filled with humor, charm, and plenty of explosive stunts, staying true to the spirit of The Fall Guy. More than just a thrilling adventure, this film shines a light on the brave men and women who risk their lives for our entertainment. Here's hoping that this revival inspires the Oscars to finally introduce a Best Stunt Person award. So whether you're a longtime fan or new to the world of The Fall Guy, there's never been a better time to celebrate this iconic series.